Namaskar, hello and welcome. In the previous video, we had already discussed in details about creating a new project in Primavera. In this video, we will discuss about work breakdown structure, that is WBS. The whole chapter is subdivided into two parts: understanding, that is theory part of WBS, and how to create WBS in Primavera practically. Let's start the topic without wasting further time. First, definition. So, again, what is WBS? A work breakdown structure, that is WBS, is a hierarchical decomposition of the project's total scope into manageable section or component. What is the purpose to create a WBS within a project? The WBS divides the project into smaller, more manageable parts to improve project planning, execution, and control. Again, the detailed purpose to create a WBS within a project are as under. WBS helps to organize project deliverables into structured and logical grouping. WBS provide clarity on project scope by breaking it down into detailed tasks and deliverables. WBS facilitate tracking and management of project work by defining clear and measurable deliverables. Levels of WBS. See, a project can be divided into several WBSs. Further, each WBS may be divided into several sub WBS. So, when a project divided into several WBSs, WBS directly under the project called top level or level 1 WBS. When level 1 WBS divided into several WBSs, then second one is called level 2 or intermediate levels of WBSs. And the WBS which are directly linked with various activities of that particular project is called work packages or lowest level WBS. The concept of various level of WBS will be explained in details during creation of WBS in Primavera. So, what are the benefits of creation of WBS within a project? Through creation of WBS, we can perform following tasks. Scope definition. Clearly define what is included in the project or what is not. Resource allocation. Assist in assigning resources and estimating costs and duration for various tasks. Performance monitoring. Provides a framework for monitoring project progress and performance against defined deliverables. So far, we have discussed definition, purpose, level, and benefits of WBS. Now, if I raise a question to you that how you will create a WBS for your project, to understand it, let's discuss on various types of WBSs which are considered in various industries. See, before starting creation of WBS for a particular project, before creation of WBSs for a particular project, you have to have a clear knowledge about the scope of work pertaining to that project. If you do not have sufficient knowledge, then may please consult with your project manager or your project team or other stakeholders or with those persons who have the clear view of that particular project. Then after only you can understand the requirement of your projects, and then you may be in position to create various WBS for that particular project. In the modern industry, there are several types of WBS is being created. Now let's discuss each of them one by one. First one is phase-based WBS. This type of WBS is organized around the major phases of the project life cycle, such as initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and closing. For an example, in a construction project, the phases might include design, procurement, construction, and commissioning. You can see this is the project, and this project is divided into 4 WBS: design, procurement, construction, and commissioning. Under each WBS, you may create sub WBS also for proper monitoring of your project. Second one is deliverable based WBS. This WBS is structured around the major deliverables of the project. Each deliverable is broken down into smaller components such as work packages, etc. For a power plant project, deliverables might include the power generation unit, the control system, and auxiliary system, etc. You can see in pictorial diagram that project is divided into three WBSs: generation unit, control system, auxiliary system. Third one is system based WBS. This type of WBS is organized according to the various system or subsystem within the project. It's commonly used in project involving complex engineering system. In a oil refinery project, the WBS might be divided into systems like dilution unit, cracking unit, storage facility, etc. From the pictorial diagram, you can understand it. Fourth one is geographical based WBS. If a particular project is going on in various location of your country, then project can be divided into geographical based WBS. From the pictorial diagram, you can understand it. Fourth is discipline based WBS. This WBS is structured around different engineering discipline involved in the project, such as civil, mechanical, electrical, instrumentation, etc. From the pictorial diagram, you can see that if a project involves several departments, the project may be subdivided into discipline based WBS. Fifth one is material based WBS. This WBS is organized according to the type of material or equipment required for a project. For an example, in a manufacturing plant project, the WBS might include categories like raw material, fabrication material, machineries, etc. From the pictorial diagram, you can understand it. Sixth one is function based WBS. This WBS is created around the functional area of the project, such as project management, engineering, procurement, and construction. In an infrastructure project, the WBS might include project management, design engineering, procurement, and site construction. And from the pictorial diagram, you can see it that project is divided into that category. Next is cost based WBS. This type of WBS is used to ensure financial control and alignment with the project budgets. For an example, in a large scale industrial project, the WBS might include elements like direct cost, indirect cost, contingency, and overhead. From the pictorial diagram, you can understand it that project is subdivided into four categories as mentioned above. Next is contract based WBS. This WBS is structured based on the contracts or work packages awarded to various contractors and subcontractors. For an example, in an EPC contract, the WBS might include engineering contract, procurement contract, construction contract. And accordingly, the overall project is divided into three WBS called engineering, procurement, and construction. From the pictorial diagram, you can understand it. Last one is work package based WBS. If your project is subdivided into various phases, you can create your WBS phase wise also. This type of WBS is called work package based WBS. From the pictorial diagram, you can see it that the entire project is subdivided into three phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Now, after discussion with project manager, project teams, concerned stakeholders, and knowing the requirement of your project, you can finalize your WBS for that particular project by choosing any type of WBS as discussed. Further, you can finalize your project based WBS by combining various types of WBS as discussed in this video. It's a general tips that you should restrict your WBS for your project up to maximum 5 level only. If you create your project WBS more than 5 level, then it will become very difficult to monitor the progress of each WBS separately. That's why this is an general industrial practice to keep WBS level up to maximum 5 level for any type of project. This is all about the theory part of WBS. In the next video, we will discuss how to create WBS in Primavera practically. धन्यवाद.